Welcome, everybody, to Degenerates Not Your Mom's podcast. I am Yusef, and that's Legina.
Hi, I'm Legina.
What's up? What's up? Hope
What's up,
everyone's doing
everyone?
good. Hope
Good
everyone's
to see
doing
everyone back.
yes. Yeah. It's Wednesday morning, so we're recording and releasing the same day. So
Yes,
yeah.
so that is why if my voice seems like I'm a little sick, is because I just woke up.
Yeah.
And we have coffee. So if
Woo.
anyone has coffee, drinks, let's cheers. This is
Yay.
my Groot mug, by the way.
Oh,
Cheers.
cool. Cheers. Yeah. Hmm. So I wanted to ask you, Legina, how was
Yes.
your Halloween party? Last time we spoke, you were going to the Bronx somewhere at some crazy hour.
Yes. So, got out of work at, say, 12, close to 1 a.m. Went to the Bronx. Well, it's further than the Bronx, like Riverdale or something. Or I don't
Oh,
even know the name. Yeah.
okay.
But yes, that's where my boyfriend's brother lives. So we went there and like everything was decked the fuck out. It was really, really cute. They spent
Wow.
so much money on the house and they got lights to line the whole ceiling that changes like light. It was
Yeah.
like some nightclub. I was like, what is happening? And and it was cool because like those sometimes parties like happen and people don't dress up and then it looks lame kind of. I mean it
Yeah.
wouldn't still look lame, but because like half the people are like in costumes and half are not. Like everyone dressed up, so it was really fun that everyone dressed up and everyone was actually like in costume at
Yeah.
that time of night at like 1 2 a.m. And yeah, it was cool, so we had fun. I did have to not sleep and get an Uber back to Brooklyn at 8 a.m. because everyone was still up at 8 a.m.
What the hell?
Yeah, we just like continued the party until like 8. And at one point, like, I was like, yeah, I gotta go.
Oh man.
It was my boyfriend's day off, so I felt bad. And I was kind of like, you can stay if you want, but I gotta go. And he was like, no, let's go.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah.
Wow. So you guys went back to Brooklyn and then you just like showered and boop, went back to work.
Yeah, well, I had like a very quick, deep nap, for a few hours, and then I was like, cool.
A bit of meditation.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
but it was really nice. Oh my god, their cat, so Oreo, who had lived with us for like a month,
Hmm.
during COVID, and he's like so cute. He's like the nicest cat ever. He's
Hmm.
literally a puppy. Um, he was in like these he's like a black and white cat, which is that's why his name is Oreo, and he had bat wings on. It was really
Hmm.
cute. Maybe I'll post a picture on our
Awesome,
Instagram.
awesome.
What did you
How
do?
me? No, nothing. I well, oh no, I went trick or treating with my
Mm-hmm.
I did nothing like crazy, guys. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
nothing crazy here. I went trick or treating with my nephews. They were dressed up. We just walked around the neighborhood. I did dad stuff,
Mm-hmm.
even though I'm not a dad. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
And he doesn't even want to be a dad.
yeah, no, seriously, I walked around. It was cool, hanging out with my sisters and my brother-in-law and just walking around. I
That's
love
cute.
Halloween, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't party, but like it's always good. I love to see the kids dressed up
That
and
like
yeah,
there's that thing in the air where what that you feel during Halloween season.
yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
it.
And then
Mm-hmm.
here around here where my sister lives, there's like townhouses, so
Mm. Oh,
they're
people do the.
yeah, their houses are decked out. Not too decked out, but some houses were. They had like,
Mm.
spiders and skeletons and pumpkins and blow up things. And
Okay.
it was cool. I liked it. And then I came back here, my apartment, and then went for a bike ride. And that was it. However, my friends, which or the
Mm.
original plan was to go out with my friends, but because I knew I would incur a lot of it would be expensive and as I mentioned a few weeks back, I was got in a car accident and then I was out of commission. I couldn't drive Lyft for a while. So,
Mm.
you know what I mean? So I didn't want to spend that money. But apparently, what they've told me is that it was a lot of fun. They went to a 80s themed costume party in DC at this
I
venue
love
called the
that.
Black Cat, which is like a famous
Uh-huh.
venue here. And they had a lot of fun. There was a lot of dancing. And I'm sure they got
Mm.
really drunk. And I'll hear all about it today at practice. Yeah.
I really need to go to DC. I like
Mm.
I've heard many good bars there, and one of the bartenders I work with, he used to live in DC, so he was just like rambles on and on about the bars in DC.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, you guys should totally come down, man. You guys should
yeah.
come down.
There's this place called Jack Rose, I think.
Jack
Have you been there?
Rose.
Yeah,
No.
it's the bar with the most whiskey on the eastern hemisphere of the U.S., I think.
Wow.
Yeah, and they
Okay.
have to like climb a ladder to find the whiskey if someone asks, and
Jack
whatever,
Rose.
whatever. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay. No, I haven't heard that, but
Yeah.
definitely sounds like a good place, you know?
But did you? Well, wait. What were the costumes of your niece and nephew?
Oh,
Kids.
my one of them was dressed as a serial killer. So he had like this
Oh,
you know, oh like but
a
like
suit.
no, he was like he had the orange jumpsuit thing, and then he had a bunch of like, it was a homemade costume. It was he had the covers of cereal boxes taped to his
Oh my
body,
God, that's so cute.
and then he had a bowl with like a knife like
A
in
knife.
it, a fake knife,
That
and he was like
that's.
serial killer.
I love that.
Yeah, and then the other one was some character from this game called Roblox or something. Kids these days are obsessed. Like any
With
kid
that
from age 5 to 12 is obsessed with Roblox. It's all they play.
Roblox.
Roblox. Yeah, it's like a game,
Okay.
and then they can play if one's got a phone, the other one's got like an iPad, whatever. They play together. They get together in groups of kids and play with other kids. And so it's kind of like one of them was dressed as a character from there. I had no idea. It was a good costume.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they were dressed up as, and my
We should
sisters wore
play
wigs.
that.
Roblox. Man,
We should
imagine.
play. We should do a game playing for one episode. I'm really bad at playing games, so
Ah,
it might be entertaining.
yeah. You know,
'Cause I've always liked watching people play games, honestly.
really?
Yeah, I've
Wow.
watched those YouTube videos for hours. People playing like horror games.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm the opposite. I'm like, why the hell would anyone
people watch
want to
this
watch
shit?
this? Like, this is.
It's but who's doing it is very important. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
literally because you like the personality of the person that's like playing the game. And
Mhm.
I had this one YouTuber that I followed. His name was Daz. He was like the funniest British dude ever. He would be like screaming and like laughing so hard. I love people that laugh a lot.
Yeah.
I think their laugh like is contagious, and then I start laughing because it's funny to watch him laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like watch him get scared and stuff playing horror movies. But he'll be like, "Fuck you!" Like, what's he doing? And he'll be like yelling at the screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was why I like to watch those things.
Okay. Okay. So people's reaction. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
but yeah, I mean, so costume wise, you know, this is a ongoing theme of my life is like I really wanted to have good costumes, and then it ends up I start buying costumes like before, like the day before Halloween or the day before
Yeah.
the party or whatever. That day, my boyfriend and I went to find costumes the day of the party in the morning, and
Yeah.
we went to East Village where all the Halloween shops are. Oh my
Was there a
God,
line
we
like
kept-
outside the door, like down the
It
hall,
was like-
down the street? I mean.
I think we were early enough that there was no line outside the door, but the line inside the cashier was like crazy, and a lot of the costumes left were either not desirable or mildly racist. And we both got mildly racist costumes.
Wait, what do you guys get?
And we're like, shit, okay, and this is not matching at all either. And so we made up like a whole backstory that was also mildly racist. And we were like, okay, we're like, this is bad. So, what I found was like, I was looking and looking honestly, and then there was like a hot cop chick costume, and I was like, should I get this? And then he was like, what is it though? And like, when you started getting upset, like, this has no story. It's just like a fucking sexy cop or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. And then there was a section of Latina lady stuff. And there was like this agave lady. So
Wow.
it's literally like a dress, like a Mexican dress with like all the colors. And it comes with a belt that you can put a bottle in, like a pouch that you can put a bottle and shot glasses in.
What the hell? Agave
and
lady?
and like a tiny sombrero, like pin.
Wow.
So I got that, but
Yeah.
we
That's the
figured,
exact
okay.
right costume for you.
I know. So I bought a bottle of Casamigos Reposado,
Yeah.
and then I threw away that tiny sombrero because that looked weird. And I had like rose headdress thing. So I
Hmm.
had like roses on my head, and then I took every single Mexican thing that I could find in my house,
Yeah.
including like a Mexican flag because we have like little flags and all these things, and I was just like, yeah, I represent agave now. But
Wow.
and then my boyfriend, what he could find was like the red coat, like a British military officer coat,
Hmm.
and a weird wig, and it was so like those wigs with like long hair that's tied at the back,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we are like, oh, you can be like Hamilton or something, you know.
yeah.
Like that's not racist at all. And then it was so funny because that he put that wig on and he literally looked like Elvis. That wig made we're like, you're British Elvis. And then we made this whole backstory like we're like Pocahontas, where like colonial or whatever officer came to Mexico, fell in love with Agave Lady because she got him drunk.
Nice, nice. Good
I don't
story.
know.
Yeah, I should
I
make a
think
movie out of it. It's good. Yeah. Oh
colors
man.
of the agave would be the song.
Nice.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, let me drink
Oh,
some coffee too.
yeah, yeah. Coffee is good. Now, speaking of house parties, do people in, you know, people in Korea have house parties? Like, here, people have house
Mhm.
parties. Um, but is it also the same thing, like, in Korea?
I feel like so here I when I lived in Korea, I was amazed by like in the movies and high school romance movies and stuff. Everyone's like, "Oh, parents are out of town, party at my house," and like
Hmm.
flyers, and then
Yeah.
they bring like all the beers and
Yeah.
kegs and stuff like that, and that like literally does not happen at all in Korea.
Really?
Um, no, I've never experienced that. And I always thought that was like so cool. I was like, wow. Maybe because like people don't really live in like those suburban house type
Mm.
houses that we see in the movies.
Yeah.
It's like apartment buildings and stuff.
But there
Um,
are houses, right? I mean, outside of
yeah,
the
there
main
are
cities,
houses.
there's
Yeah,
like,
of
what do they
course.
look like? What
Hmm.
kind of houses are these?
Now it's like more modern, so it's like similar looking, a little
Hmm.
more modern looking. So not like houses with roofs, but like they still look like buildings kind of.
Okay.
But that's like really rich people in rich neighborhoods that actually have the space to do that because Seoul is so overpopulated. Also, I'm strictly talking about Seoul because I don't.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've lived in Seoul for the longest. Most people I know live in apartment buildings because there are a lot of like high rise
Okay.
things. Yeah. So
Cool, cool. All right. Wow.
yeah,
So,
but
but do people
yeah, it's always
invite
been.
people to their house to have like Halloween? People invite people to come over for, I don't know,
Mm,
Christmas, you know?
I've never experienced that. Yeah,
No,
it's
you
more
never
like
went to someone's
no.
house?
I mean, I've gone to people's houses not for like a holiday, but just oh, dinner party or whatever. But it's
Oh,
not. It wouldn't be like a party, like drinking and stuff. It would be like,
oh,
yeah, meet my husband and let's have dinner, things like that, or like friends get together and be like, yeah, let's all um have like a party and bring food or just like casual stuff.
yeah,
Nothing really crazy.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, okay, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, if I
What
think
about?
about it.
Uh huh.
Oh, in Morocco? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you always invite your family over to your house. You always have big dinners, but there's in
Hmm.
Morocco, it's not a drinking culture, so there's no drinking, and they'll be
Hmm.
dancing too. If you have yeah, after it's not uncommon for people to put music on, and then you dance to like Moroccan music or,
Okay.
or pop music from Europe or
Oh,
whatever.
that's cute.
Yeah, and so it's quite common. Every time I go there, you always well, especially among families, you
Yeah.
always invite families, and then friends of families show up as well. It's like it's a big. You can't just invite one aunt or one uncle. If
Right, right, of
you
course.
invite the whole tribe, because then one they'll all get mad, like, oh, you're inviting like him but not me, and then so you don't want that, cause that drama. So that's why it's always like
Yeah.
big. But yeah, we have parties.
I mean, I guess in Korea it's not a big like family party culture. If we do have parties, it would be like out going to like karaoke, and it would be with friends, not necessarily family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Mm.
families get together on like traditional holidays. Kind of like, yeah. So like New
Okay.
Year's, Lunar New Year's, or like our version of Thanksgiving. There's
Mm.
one in September. So things like that. But yeah, it's always been a thing, and I've always wondered like I really want to throw a Halloween party at my house, but going to, like Rodrigo's brother's house, I was like, can I leave my shoes on? Because it's part of the outfit. Because I had like heels on with roses on them, and, and I would feel so bad to make people take off their shoes for Halloween. And then if that's the case in my house, I don't know. Sorry, it's like Asian culture stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't stand people wearing shoes in the house, and also I can't stand when people get on the bed or like couch with their shoes touching. Sometimes they like
Yeah.
get on.
Oh,
Oh my
that
god,
drives
I want
me
to like kill
insane.
myself.
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
why is this okay? Like
yeah, I get
how did
so
you
much
grow up?
anxiety.
Huh? Yeah,
I get so much
it's like people
anxiety
get on the
even watching
bed.
movies.
What?
No, even watching movies, I'm like, when it happens in a movie, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, yeah, no way, man. Like it's like I mean me growing up, shoes in the house were okay. But then as I got older and I lived in apartments, I started taking
Mhm.
off the shoes, and I don't know, I just started to take off the shoes in my I think it started when I had carpeted floors. And so then I just started taking
Yeah,
off my shoes because I don't want to put my feet on the carpet. And then it just
exactly.
became a habit thing. I just come home
Mm.
and I'm like, makes sense. So you're walking around, they're stepping on dog shit, dog piss,
Yeah.
everything else. And then it's like, take off the shoes, leave them there, and then just walk around the house. And then,
Thank you.
yeah, but I do feel bad though when my friends come over and it's like, he take off his shoes because
I
I
know,
have
I'm
done
always
that.
like, sorry. But I
Yeah.
have this excuse because I'm Asian and everyone knows Asian culture.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm just like, sorry, Asian household. Please take off your shoes. But
yeah,
really, seriously though, like I lose my mind when people just come into the house because exactly what you said, and also people that have pets. I do not understand because like, okay, you're walking in dog shit, whatever, whatever, outside, people like pee on the streets, especially fucking New York.
yeah,
Like a rat has walked around where you're stepping.
yeah, yeah,
And bacteria, germs, everything. Anyways, and then you step, and then you come in, and then you like rub your shoes on the carpet, and then your dog is like lying down on the carpet, and then you kiss your dog later, and then your
yeah,
dog comes on your bed.
yeah,
Guess where all these feces go? In your fucking mouth. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I get like really. This is one thing that I'm
No, you know what?
freaked out about.
Back when I was single, I was there was this girl that I was kind of like trying to like, just I guess like talking to, hitting on, or
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily hitting on because I don't even know if I can even do that. I don't possess the skills really, but like just at least talking and trying to be funny, trying to be
Uh-huh.
funny with them and stuff. And
Okay.
then I got to know her better, and this was like a girl who was working at one of the places that I would visit for one of my places that I would visit for work. So I would see
Mm-hmm.
her like every 2 weeks or something like that, or sometimes once
Mm-hmm.
once a week. And it's just very well put together, pretty attractive. And then but she
Mm-hmm.
would start talk about like her roommate situation, and like how she was living in a house and she had cats and like
Mm-hmm.
dogs, and the cats were crapping everywhere, and they're crapping on the carpet, and then the roommate was pissed off because of the crap that was, and then she kept talking, and I just kept imagining her house full of cat shit, and then like and her scrubbing the cat shit, and then she was like, man,
Oh
my roommate says
God.
it like smells, but like I don't smell anything. And I was like, her house totally smells like crap.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry, this chick is no longer hot.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, sorry,
I
no,
am no
sorry,
longer
no.
going to this chick's house.
Mhm. No, I was like, well, who knows? Maybe that would have maybe never happened, but like it was just like, I'm cool, you know, like all
But it was
attempts.
her cats?
Yeah, her cats.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why
or
do
was
the
it?
cats shit on the carpet? I've never heard of a cat like shitting anywhere other than a litter box.
Oh well,
Did she
I don't
not
know.
have a litter
Oh no,
box?
wait. Oh, she had a dog too. She had both. She had both.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
the dog, but I guess the cat. Yeah, cats. If you train them when they're a little kitten, they'll know.
Hmm.
They'll know. But the cats they can crap
I don't
anywhere.
think really. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever trained any of my like. Well, I only had one cat, but like
Mm.
even when they're kittens, they knew to go to the litter box. I don't know why, but
Oh,
they
well, I
did.
think they're naturally drawn to stuff that's like
Right?
sandy,
Mm-hmm.
naturally. Yeah. But if like you
Yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
actually put them there, like, look, then
Oh,
they
that's
won't
true. Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But speaking about crap, let's talk about
Cor-
a guy that looks like crap. Just kidding. Who's in the news?
Oh yeah, there was like so much celebrity gossip this week. I can't, and even like I don't even follow culture that
Hmm.
much. Of
Yeah.
course, like Instagram and TikTok, so I see it and I know of it. But this week has been wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Me too. Just by having the smartphone or whatever, I
Mhm.
just don't. The stuff we're about to talk about, I already knew because it just popped up on YouTube
Yeah,
or it popped up on Google or whatever. And then, like,
right.
for example, Pete Davidson. Pete
Hmm.
Davidson is back in the news. He's always kind of in the news,
He's
but like,
always, yeah,
yeah, and it's just kind of like
lady
his time
killer.
now. Yeah, it's kind of like his time now.
Yeah.
Like it's. I think he's not going to be in the news very much longer. He's gonna not like that, but like, he's still young. He's still getting
Hmm.
all the girls. He's still
Right.
dating the hottest chicks.
Okay, look.
And
He, yeah, sorry.
no, just go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like he's not super good looking. He's like lanky dude, covered with tattoos. Looks a little red flaggish, you know.
He looks like he just woke up from underneath a bridge in like
Yeah.
somewhere. Like he looks like he did
Seriously,
meth
like
for 3 days straight.
his t-shirts are always like hanging and all of that. But I could see why he attracts all these beautiful. He has like all his girlfriends have been very A-list, right?
A-list and hot.
Yeah.
Like let's
Just
go
like
through them.
supermodel.
Like Ariana Grande,
Yes, Ariana Grande, Kate
Kate
Beckinsale,
Beckinsale. Uh, who else?
this supermodel girl named Kaya Gerber. I don't know how
Gerber
to
Gerber?
pronounce her name. Gerber or Gerber. I don't know which one it is,
Okay.
but not Gerber Gerber. And then she had. Do you know this Bridgerton, the Netflix series?
Bridgerton,
That
no.
was oh god, that series was like super popular at one point. I thought it was a little. I couldn't get past the first episode. I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit because girls fucking love that series.
Oh,
It was like, yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. But anyways, I think the main lead girl from that series he was dating for a while too.
okay.
Or maybe
Okay.
she's not the main girl, but anyways, one of the girls from that.
Hmm.
And I did find all the things these girls that he dated said that made him a good partner. Or not a good
Okay.
partner, but like what attracted them to him.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess. Can I do like a
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
preliminary
yeah.
guess? Okay. Number
Yes.
one, he's funny. He's a funny guy. Humor.
Yeah. Of
Number
course.
two, he's covered in tattoos. Kind of looks like a rough, bad boy kind of stuff. He doesn't care either. He seems like he doesn't care. He just like
Hmm.
he's very authentic, and he's just like blah. Here I am. So he's funny. He's got the bad boy stuff. He's covered in tattoos. He also is pretty stylish, and he's a loudmouth.
Pretty good guesses.
Were they right?
I do think that he screams red flag in like 10 million different ways.
Hmm.
Which weirdly girls are attracted to these things, and girls want to take care of guys for some reason. A lot of girls, not all, but a lot of girls like feel the that what do you call it? Like he's like a fixer upper type looking guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
broken. What is it? Bird, broken wing, whatever. There's a thing
Broken
there, isn't there?
soul. No, I don't know. Um, I see what you mean. They're like
Yeah,
Sally Fix-Its. You know,
right.
they're like, oh, let me take this this monster of a man and like tame him,
Yeah.
kind of.
So, so one of his exes. This is an ex before he became famous, but she was also a comedian. So when he like came out with like all his, the King of Staten Island and how he like struggled when his dad died and all of this stuff. So she said like, oh, um she she was saying like, oh, I'm so proud of him, and it's like hard a lot of the times to be, what do you call it, like to still respect an ex after you've broken up. But I
Yeah.
feel like all his exes are, yeah, like still say really good things about him even after they're broken up.
Hmm.
And he's like quirky and funny. He's like himself. Kate Beckinsale had said he is super polite with impeccable manners, surprisingly, and that like she was very drawn to that. And Ariana Grande said he has a big dick, which is why he's called like, everyone calls him Big Dick Energy. Because he is like, he's kind of like really unapologetically just him
Hmm.
in a way, and he's not like trying to bulk up or wear fancy clothes or anything. He's like, yeah, this is me, you take me or not, I'm
Hmm.
not gonna feel, oh, he's like confident in himself. That's what like people said.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Yeah.
he doesn't feel the need to change or like, oh god, like honestly, how do you fucking date Kim Kardashian? Right now. Oh, so recently he was seen at an amusement park with Kim K, and Kim K came into New York a few days ago, I think.
Mhm.
So people were like, "Oh, no one comes to New York without and then leaves without fucking the King of Staten Island."
You know what? I want to watch
That was
that
so
movie,
funny.
by the way.
It's really good.
Oh,
I
it's good.
watched it. It's really
Okay,
good. Yeah,
cool.
it's sad a little bit.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's him. You could see why people like him because of that movie. I feel like, because
Hmm.
I didn't really know about him that well, and I was just kind of like, yeah, I mean, he seems funny, and girls seem to like him because of that. Like, I would like someone like that, if I'm at work or something and single, and someone's doesn't have to be like, I'm always like not attracted to super handsome guys. So when someone starts working and he's like super handsome, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna pay him attention because I know all the girls. You can see when girls swoon over guys. I have a lot of friends that cannot hide that, like their face, like, hi, like, and I'm just like, oh, like, hey, hey, man. Like, I get so like irritated because I know that feeds his ego.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But anyways,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know why I got into that, but
Wait, wait. So what does the guy usually do when like the girl's like, "Hi"? Like, okay, if
you
you're a guy, if you're the
actually,
guy who the girls are reacting to, and they're like, "Oh," you walk through the door, and they're like, "Oh," what do you do? Like, how do you act?
the
Give the guy some
guys.
pointers. Yeah.
I feel like guys walk in, and when he feels that, he gets very like, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
like celebrity. He feels like a celebrity type. Yeah, like of course all these girls are into me, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, yeah.
I think
I
this is,
should
yeah.
implement that.
I feel
Not
like
now,
in
but you know.
I feel like if you are a very good looking guy, or no, this is to girls. If you are into a very good looking guy in a group of people where all the girls are gonna like want him, you should like give him the least interest, show him the least interest. That will make him like more. All these girls are so like, I don't know. Is it like a weird human psychology thing where when someone shows interest, you get less interested, and then to the people that don't show interest, you're kind of like try to fight for it, like, why
Yeah,
is that
maybe.
one person not nice to me? I'm gonna like go
Yeah.
try to, yeah.
I mean, that reminds me of the stuff that I've read about and watched on YouTube about like how to basically be an asshole towards hot girls. Because
Mm-hmm.
everyone's trying to kiss their ass, everyone's trying to get in their pants,
Right.
but then you're that guy who's not trying to do that, and therefore the girls are going to be like, yeah, exactly what you said. Why isn't he
Mm.
trying to like get it? Why isn't he talking to me? He's
Yeah,
talking to
like,
her, but she's not as hot as me.
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know why. And but you know what? The funny thing about that is that some of my best friends, when I met them, I didn't like them at first. You know, it was like a weird like, you know, and this goes with girls as well. They're just like a weird vibe, and then it's like I don't know, but then like then you break that ice, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you're cool. Okay, yeah, yeah, okay. I didn't like you at first, but like, you know, yeah, no
You're
joke. Some
kind
of
of
my
cool.
best friends.
I'll hang out with you, and then you become like really close. Yeah,
Yes.
I guess that happens a lot. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I always experience the people that come to me and are super friendly and like, I want to be your friend. Never works out. Those people, because they're like, I don't know if they're needy people or
Yeah.
girls, like, I'm talking, speaking about like girlfriends, girls that are like, you're gonna be my best friend. Like as soon as they meet me and they're like, give me your number. Oh my god, I love you so much. Ah, and then it always ends really bad for some reason, and I get blocked by them. Like, what am I, a guy? Why am I getting blocked by girls?
Wow.
Anyways.
Yeah. But anyways, going back to Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he's dating Kim,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Apparently, right?
Yeah.
That's
But
interesting. I don't know how he would be. Well, if it was me, how I could be confident after Kanye, after I know this person has dated Kanye or was
wait.
living with Kanye. Oh wait, no.
She's no longer with Kanye? I didn't really.
Wait, what? They
Yeah.
got divorced.
Wow. I
Why
don't
would
even know
she
that.
be openly dating Pete Davidson?
Well, the thing is like I okay, there's a bunch of Kardashians, right? There's like three sisters or
Mhm.
four sisters.
Yeah.
I was like, oh well, Kim, the one who's married to Kanye, it's obviously not that one. So this is
It
Kim, but
must
I
be
thought,
someone else.
yeah, it must be someone else because she's married to Kanye. So I didn't know it was her. But
They got
oh
divorced,
man,
yeah.
but you know why? They're celebrities. They know how to make headlines. See, we're talking about the Kardashians now. We're talking about Pete Davidson because it's
Oh,
like merging.
yeah.
That's why, because she wants to stay relevant. You know,
Hmm. That's
you
true
know,
as
and
well.
for what's his name, Pete Davidson, he's like now in the conversation with like Kim
Oh
with
yeah.
Kanye. So people say
The
Kanye, people
most.
say,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's all like they're hyping each other up. They're all
that's
using their
true.
celebrity power to hype each other up, and it's kind of like, I mean, I
Do you think
get
a
why.
lot of this stuff is planned?
I think so. I
Like,
think they're
hey, just go in public. Like, you guys don't have to fuck. Just go in public and
yes,
hold
absolutely.
hands or something.
Absolutely. Imagine, you know, um, like I'm sure their publicist, her publicist, maybe didn't even have to say this to her because she's pretty
Mm-hmm.
smart, as from what I could gather. Is like, go to
Mm-hmm.
New York. You have to hang out with Pete Davidson. We know the people who know him because we know everybody. That's how you're gonna make headlines.
You're gonna, yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
because he fucks everyone or he dates the women, the hot women. You're a hot woman, like
Yeah.
boom.
He's
And then she's
in
like,
right
perfect.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, perfect, cool. He's yeah. So
Fun. And I'll irritate the fuck out of Kanye.
irritate the fuck out of exactly irritate the fuck out of Kanye to be like, wait, you're hanging out with this dweeb, you know, like I. So it's really good PR
That is true too.
for
Also, did
both of
you
them.
hear that Kanye changed his name
What is it?
to Yee?
What?
It's like that's what he's been called, like, right? And his
Yee?
like his brand is Yeezy. Yeah, it's like Kanye, the YE
Yeah.
or Yay. I don't know how people call it, but anyways, Yay.
Yeah.
So I saw that he has officially, who is now legally named Yee or Yay or whatever, YE.
Wow. Okay. I did not I didn't know that. That's so weird. Speaking about Kanye though, like
Hmm.
did you hear what happened with, he's making headlines as well, leading a prayer service with
Uh,
Marilyn Manson and Justin Bieber?
so I heard of that, and then I'm like, what prayer circle? And then I've never heard of this weird cult before. Like
Yeah.
that.
No,
What is this?
I had no idea. Apparently, it's
I
like a
had no
thing where he
idea.
gets together every once in a while and leads a prayer. And this time, Justin Bieber and Marilyn Manson were there. And apparently, Justin Bieber led the prayer to what? You know, like, yeah.
Baby, baby.
Yeah, it's like if you just go on online and you type in Marilyn Manson, the first thing that comes up is, well, like Christians divided over Marilyn Manson's appearance at Kanye West's Sunday service. Um, and then a lot of his
I
accusers, yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I thought Marilyn Manson was like Satan person.
Yeah, I mean well, that's why for me I think it's a publicity stunt, because it's like, here's the Antichrist superstar of the late 90s. He
Now
was
he is
huge.
devout
Now he's
to
devout.
God.
It's like, that's just bullshit. That's just another stunt for celebrities to be trending. How can I make myself relevant? Oh, let me hang out with a crazy guy called Yee now, so Kanye West, and Justin Bieber, big pop star, and let me do a prayer
I'm
circle when
dying.
everyone knows that, like, I'm like the son of a devil and, like, anti-religion and shit.
Oh
Because
wow.
there's no way that Marilyn Manson's like, oh, I'm a Christian now. Also,
Yeah.
he's all in trouble with, like, he's got so many accusers about, like,
Mm,
all the shit that, like, he's done to women, like, very
yeah.
abusive guy. Here's a very, very abusive guy.
It's
I
crazy.
don't know why he's still around.
Why
People shit
he
on
did
Johnny
not
Depp.
get exactly, yeah.
Yeah, people shit on Johnny Depp so much, and, like, yeah, and he suffered a lot for, like, he got canceled from movies and everything like that, commercial
Yeah.
deals, everything. But this guy is still, like, running around
Walking
and doing
around
shit, and it's
with
like
all the
he's done
celebrities.
so much worse shit to many other. He's just a horrible guy, and, like, I have some of his music, and, like, whatever. Why is this guy still around?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know that's why the rules apply to some people very harshly and then it doesn't at all to some people.
Yeah, I don't know.
And what was I gonna say? Oh, about Johnny Depp though, is the problem with Johnny Depp only with the Amber Girl, or has he had like other allegations
I believe it's only the Amber
otherwise?
Girl. Yeah,
Okay. That's okay.
yeah, I believe it's
Well,
only the Amber Girl, and then they apparently you know um
because they were married or they were. See,
yeah,
like,
they were
I
they were
really don't know the
married.
details of these things, so I can't really like have a strong opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, let's go back to this weird clan, this weird,
Yeah.
this weird prayer group, because this is what I saw. Celebrities known to have copped a coveted invite to Sunday services of Yee is in the past include Brad Pitt, Orlando Bloom, Katy Perry, Shia LaBeouf, and of course like the entire Kardashian Jenner people. Hmm. And they said, okay, so before attending, they are required to adhere to a strict dress code, which looks like fucking KKK clan. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
scary.
they look like members of, like, the Dune movie, like the some group from Dune. Have you watched Dune?
By the way, I heard it's really good. We need to watch Dune, or I need to watch
Yes.
Dune.
Yes, I started watching it. It's
Ooh,
good. It's very good. It came from a recommendation from the one and only Bill. What's up, Bill?
Bill,
And then
hi
and he's
Bill.
he was like, "You gotta watch Dune." So I was like, "Okay."
Yeah,
So I
no,
keep
I heard.
yeah, it's very good. I started watching it,
Mhm.
and then I keep, it's like long. It's like 2.5 hours for the first one, something like that. But it's very good so far. But
Well, how
yeah,
about we talk about Dune next week? Everyone watch Dune and then join us for a conversation about Dune.
cool. Yeah, let's watch it. I think it's there's one right now. There's probably releasing a
Mhm.
two one pretty soon. But yeah, sounds
Ooh,
good.
okay.
Um, but
Okay.
but yeah,
So
what the fuck,
yeah.
man? I don't know. This is bizarre.
What
Like,
is
I
this
thought,
set?
yeah, I don't know. It's like, and
Oh, so they
but
did
Justin Bieber
say.
too. Like, Justin Bieber's like, yeah, let me get my name out there. I need some likes or some shit.
Well, he has become a slightly irrelevant compared to the past at the moment.
And see, that's
So
why. That's why I think that it's like, let me get with fucking crazy Yee and fucking crazy Marilyn Manson and lead a prayer. Then I'll get back into the conversation.
yeah, I don't know. This is like scary. I don't know. This is weird. Also, they said they're supposed to like sign a non-disclosure agreement about not to tell people about what's happening like inside this prayer group and stuff. That's so fucking weird. Come on.
It is weird, man. Like I don't know about you, but, like, Kanye West, like, scares me. Like he does, he's like,
Oh,
that's a
same.
scary guy. Like, you know what I
That's
mean?
a
Like,
cult leader type person.
yeah, it's cult
Yeah.
leader type. He's like in an from what I know about him in another dimension, and he's kind of like, these guys, these powerful rich
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
who've made it, however they made it, they become
Mm.
crazy. Like another one of them is
Yeah.
like Elon Musk. Like
Yeah.
he's less crazy, but like he's still
I
like
think he is smart.
crazy. Yeah, yeah,
He tries to be funny too much. Because I don't know if
yeah,
he
yeah,
wants to be a celebrity, and then it's like,
yeah,
you're not that funny. Stop.
yeah. Did you watch his SNL?
Oh, I watched a little bit of it. I was a little like, what is this? And then I just like turned it off.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he did better than I expected. I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. But yeah,
Yeah.
he did pretty
He is I feel like he is surprisingly a kind of a likable character, even though he's
yeah.
like one of the richest. Oh, he is now the richest man
Yeah, he's like the
on the
richest.
in the universe. I don't know.
I
Well, I
don't
wouldn't say
know.
universe, but 'cause I don't know what's out there.
In the
But
universe. Yeah.
so yeah, no. And then there was a tweet that said Elon Musk says he is willing to sell 6 billion in Tesla stock to solve world hunger if the UN can prove how the funds would be used. So he's
Wow.
gonna like give it to UN, but he wants UN to figure it out because he, not him, It's like, if I can
Yeah.
figure this out, please solve this problem if I give you all this money. And then also he had said everything, every cent that they use has to be in a public
Publicly
account or
accounted for.
something. Like
Yeah.
yeah, a public source that everyone can look up and see.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, let me tell you, that's the 6 billion. It's not gonna work. It's gonna work for
Okay.
maybe a day or something. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I say that because the reason why there's plenty of food around in this world. There's really
Mm-hmm. Of
plenty of
course.
food. But the
Mm-hmm.
problem is there's countries are at war, the politics, um,
Yeah.
all this stuff that's happening. It's not just like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you're hungry, let me have some food. Here's some food for you. It's not like that. It's
That's
way more
true.
convoluted and
Like
complicated.
North Korea, right?
Like
Like
North
for
Korea,
example. Mm-hmm.
yes, like for example, to choose another country, Ethiopia. Right now, it's happening there north of the country. Many people are starving to death there, or about to starve to death because there's a
Mm-hmm.
war going on, and there's people blocking access to supplies to
Right. Well, like we could give all we can to like the leaders of the country, but it doesn't mean it's gonna be.
no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and he makes a good point when he says that, like, I want it to be publicly accounted for, because a lot of that money, let's say Elon Musk says, here's $6 billion, UN, half of that money at least is going to go into the pockets of the UN. I'm making a
Mm-hmm.
generalization here, but like I would assume about half of it to pay for the upkeep
Labor
of the
costs and stuff.
UN.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right. Of
overhead,
course. Yeah.
all the
Mm-hmm.
people who work for the UN, all the people, the contractors that they have on the ground, all the everything. And then
Mm-hmm.
some of that stuff's going to get, and there's also going to be corruption. If you go into other countries, a lot of people are going to be like, I'm going to take this money and pocket it, sell stuff, pocket it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and again, it's like if someone's trying to starve a population or a group of people because of like politics, that happens as well. So you can't just say, basically, that's not going to happen. Unfortunately, that's
That
very
makes a lot of
pessimistic of
sense.
me. But like, you just can't be like,
No,
it's
no,
a
that
money
makes
problem, because it's
sense.
not.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
No, because I when I saw this, I was like, yeah, if I had that much money, I would just like give away. I can like he's never gonna be able to spend all that money anyways. So I would give away a big chunk of it just to be like, hey, can we do good for the world? But like how? The logistics of it, I do not know. And like I
Yeah.
didn't want to ask you because last week we talked about I didn't know that you actually studied this.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I was like, oh. I'm like, let me ask Yusuf about this because I have no idea how this would work.
Yeah.
But
No,
that's
it's
sad because even
it
if
is
someone
sad.
that has money and willing to give money to the world to solve this, because that's another thing where like a lot of people are just like, oh, if I was as rich as like Bezos or Elon Musk, I would like just give money to the world and everyone would be happy. And but
Yeah.
you're saying like put it politically and like logistically that would not happen.
Yeah, no, and it's and like again, it's not about food shortage. I mean, just look at
Hmm.
in the US, like so much food goes into landfills, so much. And it's
Oh
just
yeah.
like there's clearly food available. It's just,
Hmm.
a question of um But it's convoluted. It's everything.
Yeah, that's
It's
so true.
political. It's social, and in this country at least, I think I'm not an
Mm-hmm.
expert, but it's kind of like it also it's like, well, okay, fine, you can feed people, but then it's
Mm-hmm.
like, what about the next day? You're gonna feed them again? You know, like
Yeah.
these people, it's they're not, you know, they need to make a living. They need to be able to feed themselves. So it's not just like
Yeah, yeah, no,
let's
that's
end it like
true.
this. Let's give everybody food and now everyone's happy. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
what happens when that bag of rice ends? They need another bag of rice. You know,
Right.
it's
It's a
not that.
continuous.
I wish
No, that's true.
it was so simple, and just
Wow,
not.
this is
It's
deep.
huh? Yeah, it's
This is
very deep.
deep.
It's deep and it's
Yeah.
convoluted and it's complicated. But
Hmm.
hey man, like but I guess it's good to like try. It's better to try than not try, I guess. So
Yeah,
you
like
go out there,
it's
give Elon that plan and try, you know.
right.
Yeah.
Respect that he even put this out there for people to try to figure out, and that he's willing to help the world at the very least. He's not like, I'm just gonna live in my fancy whatever and like try to spend all my money and then just give it to my kids. His
Yeah.
I forget his name again. The ex American Eagle
American
guy.
Eagle.
What's his kid's name again? Kyle? No, it was something else.
Oh, I don't know. It's I don't know.
I
You
forget.
know.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah, yeah.
We talked about this many times and I still can't remember. All I can remember is like XYZ or whatever. X
Yeah,
Omega.
A7, reverse 7, X something. It's weird. Yeah. But
Fuck, I had a question for you and then I totally blacked out right now. Okay. Anyways, we can talk about okay, so if you had as much money as Elon Musk, what would you do?
well, first I would like party for like 3 months straight, you know, just like party and just like party and do all the drugs and just go all out, you know, be pretty obnoxious and just
Oh yeah.
literally
That's
go
how I
all
feel
out.
too, yeah.
I'd go on an island. I'd buy the island. I invite all my friends. I'd party for 3 months. I'd eat everything I want. I would just do ridiculous things. I'd crash cars into like buildings, and then like walk out and take a swim in the ocean and get drunk and then eat breakfast and pass out and do it all over again for three
No,
months.
and then even if I'm hungover, I'll have my personal doctor next to me
Yeah,
putting an
yeah. I'd
thing
have a
in my
team, a
arm.
crew. Yeah.
Like resuscitate her. Let's get her back on the party grounds.
Yeah, it's like you fall asleep, like wake her up. Yeah, they like wake you up, like
Shots.
give you
Give her the
shots.
vitamins.
Yeah, IVs of caffeine, you know,
Yeah.
like of coffee.
Yeah. And like hydration. I mean, like she will never stop drinking.
Yeah, spoonfuls of Coke, like you know, go go
No,
go. Yeah,
I totally agree. Maybe like even a year, I would love to just do luxury travel, without worrying about, oh, I gotta get back to my job now. I have to pay rent, all
yeah.
of that stuff.
I would go to like
That
my
would be
places of
great.
employment and I would punch
Mhm.
my bosses in the face, my ex bosses in the face, because I know I could like have the money to like, you know, for the lawyers. So I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like I'd spend like a whole 2 weeks to visiting my old jobs and just punching my old bosses in the face and then like trashing their
yeah.
things.
Wreaking havoc.
Yeah, yeah, and like taking keyboards and smashing them on like the people I didn't like, you know, on their heads and like
Just like go to the restaurants and like throw the POS system.
yeah, throw like smash the POS through the managers' faces and their heads, like, whoosh, you know,
Just like drop all the bottles off the shelf. Like,
yeah.
bye.
Or I would go and like eat somewhere, and I'd be like, I pretend I'm eating, and I'm like, can I see your manager? And the manager comes, and I take the drink, like splash it in the manager's face.
And then give the bartender like $1,000 tip. Like,
Yeah, and
hey
I'd be
man,
like,
thank you.
yeah, but individually, I'd be like, all right, the busser's turn.
Yeah,
Come on,
this is
come here, you
yours.
come here. Here, this is for you. All right, you, the barista, come. And then like you, the bartender, come, bar back two. I'm not gonna forget you. You know, but I'd
That's
splash the drink in the
hilarious.
manager's face.
I mean, recently I have seen these people that just like come have one. I had this lady have one glass of wine and then she left like a $20 bill, and then they just come have like one thing, doesn't even finish it, and then tip like really well. And I'm just like, I want to be like this. I want to have enough money to just have like I could be. It's not $1,000, $2,000, but like for one glass of wine that I don't feel like, oh God, this is a lot of money to leave a $20 bill, you know, for the person that served me. And I'm like, that's nice. And also I'm jealous that she could do that.
Yeah, but that's what
Speaking
I would
of,
do. That's what I would
right.
do if I
I
was
mean,
rich.
okay, so this is another question I have for like, I've thought about this a little bit, but I'm like, if I was really rich, what would I eat every day? Like, would you just eat fancy foods every day? Or would it be like, do you think like Elon Musk ever eats McDonald's? Or does he, or is he like never had it before in his life because he was like born into a rich family? If you're born into a rich family, do you never eat McDonald's? Like peasant food?
I think I think you need to have some of that, some of that salty burger stuff. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, because
do you only have like homemade like truffle burgers or
truffle burgers.
and
Well,
there's a truffle burger in one of my places.
oh, okay. No, I think you want some of that because it's like imagine you eat truffle burgers your whole life, and it's like I want what those regular kids are eating. They seem to be having fun going to that place with that yellow M. I want that stuff,
Yeah,
and you
like
go there and
dollar
then,
like cheeseburgers.
yeah, dollar cheeseburgers, and it's like, oh, this is pretty good. What else can I get? I think that Elon Musk definitely has had some of that junk food.
Right.
But what would I make? Okay, first of all, I would, being so rich, I would go to New York and I would find the best taco truck ever, or a few of them, and I'd be like, you're gonna work for me now, and you're gonna be parked right outside of my house, and you're only gonna serve me, and you're all on salary. So even if I don't
It's
get
like
anything, you're still paid.
also no, also you guys are allowed to sell liquor now. I'll give you all the
Yeah,
tequilas.
you sell all the liquor. I'll buy you the licenses, and
Yeah.
then just be there. So that's one thing. I also want to have one of those like those taco dudes who like have the meat and then they like like they chop it up
Oh,
for you and they put it
so
they
good.
and then they yeah because like at my sister's wedding a long time ago, she married a Mexican guy. He had a taco dude. And it was like a dude with a table, and he had a thing of meat that was roasting, and he would cut it. It was like he had several meats.
Ooh.
He had al pastor, and then he had like something else, and then like he would like chop it up, and he
Like
put it
on the
here
spot.
on the
Yeah.
spot, and like he would like bang something, and the pineapple would go it would land on the thing, and he'd give it to you. Yeah, and then so I'd have one of those guys, but I also need the truck for the burritos, even though I know that burrito is not really a
All
Mexican
right.
food. And then so I would have that,
You
and
just have
then
food trucks lined up in front of
yeah.
your house. In front of the mansion.
Yeah, and all me and my friends, we roll out of bed, like go there like at 11 or 12, eat stuff and get drunk.
Yeah. No,
Oh
have you watched Richie Rich? Oh my god, this reminds me. Have you watched
no.
Richie Rich?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, you have to watch that movie. That is like one of my all-time favorite childhood movies. It's Macaulay Culkin when he was younger, and
yeah.
yes, and he is like the richest boy, whatever. And his parents are super rich. He lives in a mansion, and he has like no friends because he lives in this mansion, and the mansion fucking had a McDonald's in it.
Oh.
So he tries to make friends. So he's like, he loves baseball, but he's always like in a suit and whatever fancy Richie. His name is Richie Rich. So but one day he was like going to this I forget what it was, this function, and he had a helicopter, and he like dropped in, and all these kids were on the field playing baseball, like in like a dirt field, and they were like, what the fuck is this? Oh, fucking rich guy came, and they were like talking shit, and then he was like, he got distracted by kids all playing together, because when he plays baseball, it's like literally him and his butler, like fucking Batman,
Yeah.
has no friends. And he was like, and we went over and tried to make friends, and these kids were like, fuck off, like, you don't know how to play baseball, you've never rolled around in the dirt. And he like proved them wrong by like, hitting the ball once, and then they were like, fuck off, whatever. And then the butler felt bad because he wanted his master to have friends, so he like bribed the kids to come to the mansion. And these kids were like super skeptical, like, we're not gonna, okay, it's a free trip and they promised us money, so let's go and check out where this rich kid lives.
Yeah.
And then Macaulay Culkin is all like, I have an amusement park in the backyard. Now it's time to take a break. And he like opens the door, double doors to a McDonald's inside the house. I
Wow.
remember like I watched that movie when I was young, and I'm like, So jealous of Richie Rich.
Yeah,
No, that's a really good movie.
okay. Yeah, I remember watching it a long time ago, and I think I
Mm-hmm.
remember that part when he opens the door. Maybe I watched a preview, but it's like he opens the
Mm-hmm.
door and it's like the McDonald's, and they're all like, "Whoa, you have your own McDonald's."
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I'll watch it if it's on one of those things. Oh,
Right.
oh, here's another thing I would get if I was Musk rich. I would
Mm-hmm.
get the butler from the Batman movies. What's his name? The actor, the old British
Albert.
actor. But like
Oh wait, no, the real actor.
the
Which
yeah, like
Batman movie?
Christian Bale ones.
uh
He's like, you never gave up
oh,
on
what's
me,
his
did you?
name?
He's like, never. You know, I would get him, and I'd be like, you're on salary too, man. I'm gonna pay you,
Oh
and you're
yeah,
actually you're gonna be my
the
butler.
actor. You're gonna get the actor to.
Yeah, but you're gonna
Oh,
play
Alfred. He's not Albert. He's Alfred.
Alfred.
Uh,
Okay, you are gonna be Alfred from the Batman movies, but you're acting, but you're paid, and you're gonna be my butler, and then you can just like yeah, I get him.
that's awesome. Well, you know what? I would get
Yes. What would you get?
not Christian Bale's Alfred, but I will get what's his fucking name? The new one, the new guy, um, the new Batman.
The one that hasn't come out yet?
No, no, no. Fuck. J Lo's boyfriend.
Ben Affleck?
Yes, Ben
He's a
Affleck.
butler?
No, Ben Affleck is the new Batman in
Oh.
Justice League. I
I
don't want Ben Affleck.
You know what?
I don't
Ben
want
Affleck
Ben
will be
Affleck
my
as
butler. No. It's him now. I'm gonna pay him.
so. So the butler of Ben Affleck
Yeah.
is drumroll Jeremy Irons.
Who's that? Hold
Like
on.
one Oh, he's Scar from the Disney movie.
Oh,
and
oh.
and then he's the
I
bad
know
guy in
why
the
you'd
Die
get
Hard.
him. He would be more than your butler.
No, he's very old now. I just like him.
He'll be like, "Hello, Latina."
Yeah, I
or
was just like,
something.
just talk. Can you sing all the Scar songs while I sleep?
Be
Oh,
prepared. Da, da, da. And you're like, oh.
I'm like sleeping, like. But yes.
Okay, cool. But what about food? What food would you get?
Oh, food. I guess I would have to do while I'm traveling for the year. I would have to go to every fucking Michelin star, like all those places that rich people go and like exclusive places like Chip. I mean, I guess Cipriani is not that exclusive, but places like that where it's like impossible to get without a reservation, blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
super expensive places. But I think that I would get sick of that food eventually, and then I would be like, yeah, KFC. Yeah, like my Korean fried chicken. Or yeah, let's just go to K-Town and get some food,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Would you have your own, private sushi chef?
Oh my god, that would be so amazing. Yes, I love
Do-
Japanese food. I would.
Have you heard of this? I watched this documentary. I think it's a Netflix documentary about this sushi chef from Japan who like has a shop underneath a subway, and he's like stationed, and he only has 3 spots, and then it's like it's a year in
Oh.
advance before you can get anything. And it's like,
Wow.
yeah.
I feel
My
like
fr-
I've heard of it, but I want to check out that
I'd have a guy like that
documentary
just
now.
hanging out in my
Yeah.
house, just man. Like does Elon Musk actually? Elon Musk probably doesn't have time to do all this stuff because he's like,
Mhm.
you know,
Running a whole
he's just crazy and running everything. So he probably doesn't. He literally works like 14-hour days every day,
Yeah.
and the guy still had time to go on SNL. Like how that's a
And have a
fucking
baby,
crazy
and
have a baby and have like run Tesla and space rockets
and be
flying,
on Twitter all day.
and be on Twitter all day. But you know what? He probably has like AIDS. I mean, AIDS people who people who help him.
You heard it here, guys.
Elon Musk has AIDS.
Oh my god, we're gonna laughing fit again. Okay, top news.
People who help him,
Yes.
and they're like, "Oh, sir, do you want to put a tweet out?" He's like, Yeah, tell the world that I'll end hunger with $6 billion. All right, sir, that's fine. You know.
They're like people with like the microphones, like
Yeah.
what do you call those people? Anyways,
Yeah, like his Secret Service. Like, yes, what's that, Mr.
telecommunicators. No,
Musk?
yeah.
And world hunger by $600 billion. Okay.
This is how it will be worded, sir. Yes. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enter.
He's like, that's good. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh man. Yeah, but that's okay. But would you still eat fast food though?
I think I definitely. Okay, so that's why I was wondering if I was like born into royalty and never had it before, I might like it would be okay to never have it again, like until I die. But right now, I've already had it multiple times and I know it's good even if it's garbage. So if I become rich, I would still go to like a McDonald's or a Burger King whenever I crave it, you know?
Yeah. Oh no, I totally would. Okay. What Speaking of that, what's the best fast food for you?
Oh god.
You can only choose one.
Only one. Oh my god, that's so hard.
Or what are the top ones? Just,
I mean, I guess if I could only choose one that I could eat my entire life, it would have to be a McDonald's. But I really do like Burger King too, and I do like KFC too because I think KFC's coleslaw is so good. I don't know why.
Oh really? Oh wow.
I know some people like Popeyes more.
Oh,
Popeyes
yes.
chicken sandwiches are good though.
Oh, but the Popeyes chicken itself, that's what makes the sandwich. That I was KFC growing up, but that chicken, it's just so good. See, for me, it would be Taco Bell, number one. Taco Bell.
What? Are you fucking serious?
Yes. Oh man, I don't know what they do, what drugs they put in there, but it's just so good.
Oh my god.
The
I need to have Taco Bell.
The Crunchwrap Supreme, and then also the bean burritos are very good. And that back in the day, I used to have cheesy gordita crunches. I don't know what it is, and my girlfriend too.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. So she was making fun of me. She's Mexican, and then she was just like being like, "I would never eat there. It sucks. That's not Mexican food.
Fake
That's terrible.
Mexican food.
That's garbage. That's garbage." And then she had it, and then she was like, "Okay, I can see why people like this." You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I hate myself now, but I will always eat it now.
kind of, yeah. But like, it's not Mexican food for sure. It's not. But whatever it is, it's just delicious and it needs to be in my stomach.
Yeah. No, but you know how KFC started, right? Because the guy that Bell whatever guy, he
Sanders?
Oh, not KFC. What am I talking about? Taco Bell. Mr. Bell.
Oh. No, I didn't know.
So I watched a documentary about like tacos in general, and it was on the border, like near the border in. Okay, I forget all the details, but this lady had opened a Mexican restaurant. She like came from Mexico, and the family opened a Mexican restaurant, and she wanted to make a place that sells tacos and like Mexican food, but the only ingredients she can get are American ingredients, right? So she had to adapt those things to American ingredients, which led to making a hard shell taco and all of that. And Mr. Bell had a restaurant across the street from that place, and he loved those things, so he literally stole those recipes and made it into a franchise. And so it is actually authentic Mexican food that like changed a little bit into Americanized Mexican food.
Taco Bell, that makes sense. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch. Is it like a documentary you said?
It's actually a documentary called, not a documentary, docu-series. Or a food series called Ugly Delicious. So the owner, it's called Ugly Delicious, and the owner of Momofuku, all the Momofuku restaurants, he's the chef / owner is David Chang, and he's like the main person that goes around places to eat stuff. But I like it because it's not just going to restaurants and showing people this restaurant is good, this food is good. They have each episode is about a certain food. So, like, the first episode is about tacos in general, so he goes like everywhere to try tacos, from like California to New York to Mexico, and he like
Nice.
explains the actual history of tacos, which is really
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'll check it out because
good.
that's a really kind of a pretty cool story. About Taco Bell. On that note, um, I think we I hear the bell signaling the end of the show. No, I was kidding. No, but we've been going on for an hour, and it's about that time that we wrap up. So, as always, thank you to everyone out there who is listening to us, who has subscribed to us, who has followed us on Spotify, who watches our videos on
Yes.
Instagram, who likes us and sends comments. Thank you so much. We really, 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 really appreciate you.
Yes, and you can find us on our website, www.degeneratesnymp.com. We write shit, so look at our blogs. You can see our podcast updates and all that stuff on the website. If not, follow us on Instagram or TikTok at DegenerateSNYMP and DM us on our, or you can DM us on our personal accounts. We have a YouTube channel. You can search us everywhere on Degenerates Not Your Mom's Podcast.
Pretty soon, hopefully by next week, we're gonna have full episodes, video episodes up on YouTube. So that's another medium that you could check us out on. You could check out our lovely faces and listen to us as we stumble along through each episode. So yes, thank you. Follow us. We will
Thanks
see
for
you
listening.
next week.